Guys. Alright, I didn't get to another video first thing this morning, and my daughter didn't get the other video done yesterday. I've been having some situations going on with myself that's, pushing me into getting healthy, and well, we're gonna do it. We're starting down that road, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get healthier, and I'm in a position where I have a lot of weight I need to lose, and it's my fault because I let myself go for a while. So, well, as you can see, I got my hair cut. Well, my daughter cut my hair, the back of it. I don't know if it's perfectly straight, but I don't care. It's shorter. It's so much easier to take care of now. And I don't even care if it's like perfectly even in the back. She got it exactly where I wanted it, so it's all good. And I thought I'd leave it down so everybody could see it, so. Alright, so today's video is establishing a new farm, where to start and how to prioritize. I'm trying to sit to where I'm a little bit comfortable. I have to be careful because I've been having these muscle spasms that's gone through my diaphragm. They've started in my diaphragm because of kind of being scrunched over in a chair when I've been sitting, or like leaning over somewhere, just like scrunching the middle part of me. And like they get so bad, they go around to my back and just like completely up through this area, and it had me in tears last night. So trying to be careful how I sit, and yeah, it scared me the first time it happened, but I am okay. It's just their muscle spasms. So, alright, on to the video. Establishing a new farm, where to start and how to prioritize. Okay, I'm going to pick up my phone here. I'm going to have to charge my phone before I go to work. Okay. These days, nothing is more enticing than the concept of living a life sustained by the land and nature. And it's getting more and more so because of A, food prices, and B, too much crap in the food. Like, even right down to that big old bad V word that they've been starting to put in meat. And some of the veggies. So this is the reason why we're going in. One of the reasons why we're going into homesteading, because we don't want that crap in our food. There's nothing healthy about it and nothing good about it. Folks from all walks are turning away from the mainstream and its commercialized lifestyle. For some, it is a mission to provide a healthy atmosphere for raising their family. For others, a desire to live more lightly upon the earth, to protect nature. Some want to provide good food for their family. A select few are called to provide quality food for the local communities. Here at Run Amok, we come to farming for all of these reasons. And our reason is, one of our main reasons is health for our family, and being able to help other people out in our community who might not be able to garden or get that healthy food. And I've met quite a few people. And the homeless in Tulsa, when we go up there, I want to be able to help us provide more food for them as well. So, knowing just where to start can be overwhelming for new homesteaders and farmers. We want to do it all. Everything is so new and exciting, it can be difficult to narrow down your list of goals and aspirations, to know where to funnel your resources, your time, and money. In order to make your homestead farm a success, you first need to define a clear plan that will guide you forward, and we're still working on that. I started it with the poster that I drew on that poster board, the pieces that I put together. I have a good place to start for us. Yes, we're going to be diving headlong into big gardens, okay? But that is going to be the share concept of being able to share food. But how do you prioritize one project over another? What factors should you take into consideration when embarking on the homesteading or farming journey? What sorts of problems and challenges might you face along the way that may threaten to derail your plans? To find the answers to these questions, I've scoured the internet and even contacted a number of other homesteaders and farmers to gain insight from those who have already experienced what it is to establish a new farm. Sorry, I'm trying not to scrunch myself down too much. Don't want that happening on video. This is the first in a series of posts regarding establishing a new farm. Note, all farms are homesteads, but not all homesteads are farms. The major difference between them is that homesteading typically serves the family, while farming is in fact a business, and as such seeks to earn a profit or at least to be able to continue farming, while serving the community where the farm resides and sometimes even beyond. Okay. With us, it's just going to be homesteading. It's mainly going to be just for our family. The food, as far as the garden goes and our fruit orchards, that's what I want to be able to share. So, and of course the extra eggs and meat and stuff like that, but we're not going to be going into large-scale farming. It is just going to be homesteading with the foresight of being able to share our food. So, where to start and how to prioritize. When you're standing on the precipice looking out across the horizon at the journey ahead of you, with a path that offers any number of twists and turns and forks in the road, a journey that can take you in any direction you choose, it can be difficult to pick which avenue to start down first. Here are 3 key planning components that will help new homesteaders and farmers figure it out. Assessments. Take time to reflect on what exactly it is that you want to do. What are your passions, and what is it you want to do with those passions? Identify your strengths and weaknesses. Work with your strengths to formulate your plan. Research other farms in your area to determine what other farmers are doing. What is the market saturated with, and where are the gaps that offer opportunity? Assess your land to define what opportunities it affords you. Do you have good soil? Do you have soil good for growing vegetables? Is it perhaps better suited to raising livestock? Or maybe neither. Or maybe both. What opportunities are there for you to market your product? Do you have nearby farmers markets? Are you on a heavily traveled route where a roadside stand might do well? Can you sell your products online? Okay. That right there, with us on the property, this is where I want to connect with other homesteaders on the mountain and connect and build up that maybe like mountain community up there. Mountain homesteading community, to be able to share our produce, share our excess. Another word I was looking for, and it just flew away. Anyway, but yeah, this is our goal in wanting to build up that homesteading community on the mountain, is to connect with other homesteaders and share back and forth and have the excess to share in the community and just connect with other people that might need it. Brainstorm and list all of these aspects in whichever way suits you. Personally, I like to begin with a mind gap, jotting down major components and then link related ideas. Mind map, I'm sorry. Mind mapping allows my creative side to flow and allows me to generate ideas and concepts. They don't have to be good ideas. They may not even be fully formed thoughts. The important thing is to get them all down. You can go back and flesh them out later. Sorry. Available resources. Consider your available resources. This will play a big role in determining what you can do and where farming can take you. They show a picture of an awesome carrot crop. I can't show you because too much glare. Your land comes into play again. How much acreage do you have and what is it best suited for? Do you have forests you can make use of? Do you have pasture for raising livestock? What already exists there? A well, a barn, a house for you and your family to live in? What else do you have on hand? Tools, a computer, a camera? Do you have a garden already? How much money do you have to invest? This is a big one. No matter how much you already have on hand or how much you scavenge, you're going to need some funds up front to grease the wheels and get you started. And that is true. But we also have the advantage down here of having a lot of places we can get pallets for, like building our coops and that kind of thing, and maybe even helping to build some of our raised garden beds. So organize. Now that you've got it all down on paper, you can identify the strongest projects and those that you want to focus your attention on first. Remember, you cannot do 5 things at once, not if you want to do them well. And that's one thing I've learned the hard way. Sorry, my nose just... Nah. Sort your projects by priority. Some projects will need to be accomplished before you can begin on others. Yeah. Like building our garden beds. Because I really don't want to do in-ground gardens. A, I don't want to deal with the weeds. And B, I don't want to have to bend over, especially with... And I'm going to be losing my weight, and I think that has a lot to do with these muscle spasms, but I don't want to have to deal with that. Plus my knees, I just don't want to have to get down on the ground and pull weeds, and it's not, doesn't work very well, as I found out in Michigan. For example, you'd need to break sod on a patch of ground before you could begin growing vegetables, or build your raised beds. And you want to build a shelter and erect fencing before you bring home livestock. Yeah. And we need to start getting our fence up for the fence around the living area. You can further organize your priorities by sorting them according to the season in which they need to be accomplished. Gardens need to be established in the spring or early summer, but you can put off building the root cellar until late summer or early fall. No, not really, because sometimes it takes longer. Identify projects that are the least expensive to start up. Often those will be the ones that offer the quickest return on your investment. Make a farm plan. Once you've sorted your projects according to priority, it's time to create a strategic farm plan. How are you going to accomplish the goals you've set for your farm for the next year? What are the potential pitfalls of your plans? Do you have a contingency plan in place? Be sure to include marketing in your plans. Once you've sheared those sheep, what will you do with your wool? Will you process it yourself, spin it into yarn, dye it with natural dyes, and sell it online? Okay, that is kind of something I was thinking about when we were still in Michigan. I was also kind of thinking about it when we were first talking about moving out of state. I guess it depends on the pasture that we have, the available, and how much wood we have to clear. So we'll know that more once we get up there and can start looking around and mapping that out and figuring things out. So I actually was considering sheep for that reason, but I've never sheared sheep. So I'd have to find somebody that knew what they were doing. So consider all the possible avenues available to you for the distribution of your products. Now for us, for one, is going to be the soap, my soaps. I know I can do those. They're fairly easy. I need to get a hold of my son and make sure he's going to be sending those down here soon. Sorry, I keep trying to make sure I'm not scrunched down too much. Consider all the possible avenues available to you for the distribution of your products. Who will purchase them once you've gotten them to market? How will you market them? How will you package it? What will your logo look like? I already got our logo figured out, even if I have to draw it myself. A good logo is an effective calling card which you can use to further promote your business. Work out the intricate details and include them in your plan so that your business can run as smoothly as possible as you work to establish your new farm. Voices of experience. Along with my research for these establishing a new farm posts, I interviewed 3 different farmers to gain insight on how others have gone ahead to forge their own farms. Among other things, I asked each of these farmers what were their top 5 priorities in the first year of farming. Homestead honey. In 2012, Terry Page and her husband bought a 10-acre piece of raw land in northeast Missouri. Missouri's a good homesteading state. It's actually one of the best. We were actually looking there first. But the ones we were looking at, unfortunately, we didn't get the money that we needed at first to get the property that we were looking at in Missouri. Kind of sucks because of the fact that Missouri is such a good homesteading state, but Oklahoma's not too bad. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. And moved there with their 2 young children and 13 years homesteading experience under their belts. Terry says a desire to grow their own food and live in harmony with nature has driven their homesteading efforts. You can read more about their journey at Homestead Honey. First year top 5 priorities. Number 1, building a house. Number 2, planting fruit trees. Number 3, creating garden space. Number 4, raising chickens and building a coop. Number 5, establishing a water catchment and purification system. That's basically exactly what ours is. We have to build our house, but it's going to be an off-grid cabin. We've got to get our fruit trees planted. Unfortunately, Tractor Supply is all out, so I'm going to have to wait until spring, but I'm going to have to start putting money back for those. Unless we get that money from the investment. And we'll just see what happens. Right now, I'm planning on just putting money back for them. And I'm going to figure $40 a tree, and we'll go from there. So, yeah. And obviously creating our garden space. I did figure out how to make a little more space in our garden area. I'm actually thinking about planting our fruit trees around the inner part, like on the inside of the living fence of our property. And maybe doing away with most of that fruit orchard the way I had it set up. I don't know, we'll just see. Okay. Then the Black Fox Homestead. This newly established Black Fox Homestead in Oklahoma. It's located in rural Oklahoma where Jennifer Cazzola and her husband have made their homestead. According to Jennifer, a love of real food led them to pursue the homesteading lifestyle. That's us. Real food. The want and need to get healthy. Their first year top 5 priorities. Build a home. Establish a market garden. Okay, well, ours isn't going to be a market garden, really. Except to, have the excess to be able to share with other homesteaders or, people that just might need the food, Number 3, build a chicken coop and get chickens. That's ours. Plant a windbreak, okay? We have plenty of that on our property. Put in a storm shelter. That is, yes. We definitely have to make that a priority. I think from where we are, we're still going to be fairly protected from the tornadoes, but we still need a storm shelter. Okay, the next one is called Snake Root Farm. At Snake Root Farm in Pittsfield, Maine, that's way up there, Tom Roberts, along with his partner Lois Labe, have been gardening for the public since 1995. They run an MOFGA certified organic farm, which boasts 5 acres of gardens producing mixed vegetables, fruits, perennials, and herbs, as well as 450 tap maple sugar bush, 6 greenhouses producing seedlings, and a CSA program. Tom's work in the military during the Vietnam and Cold Wars compelled him to pursue a more righteous livelihood, and he's been an active proponent of local food in Maine ever since. Their first-year top priorities are 1. Opening up enough ground, or breaking sod, to grow all the veggies we'd want for the next few years. 2. Getting a greenhouse erected for seedling production and season extension. Us too. 3. Securing a source of manure and leaves for making compost. 4. Getting a manure spreader to spread the compost. We're not gonna do that. 5. Starting a farmer's market in our town. No, we already have one. I don't know if I'm gonna try to add our stuff to it or not. I don't know. Okay, moving forward. Unless you're going to the bank for a business loan, you probably don't need a formal business plan at this point. But some kind of organized plan can help direct you on your path to homesteading or farming success. I've created a bulletin board on one of the walls in our home where we've been posting images, to-do lists, and sticky notes regarding all of the different aspects of this year's farm expansion. This may seem extreme, but having it all front and center keeps me on track, and the success of this farm is too important to fumble. That's not a bad idea. I think it's worth pointing out that breaking ground and establishing garden space was a top priority for each of my interviewees, and a survey conducted on Facebook revealed that soil improvements were close behind for most homesteaders. Again, we're going to build raised garden beds and have soil brought in, so yeah. Okay, it says check out part 2 in the Establishing a New Farm series, Tools and Investments. And that's it. Now, these are the questions they left, and I'm going to leave these questions. And hopefully I'll get some answers. Are you a homesteader or farmer? What were your top priorities when you started out and why? Leave a comment to share your experiences with other new homesteaders and farmers. Please, guys, I want the answers to these questions. If I can get, I'd like to get some input on, like what you guys did and or are doing that might be able to help us out. So, again, are you a homesteader or farmer or just a gardener? And Elaine, I'm pointing that one to you, my sister. What were your top priorities when you started out and why? Just leave a comment in the comment section and I'll check them out and I'll get back to you guys. And like the videos, share the videos. Please share the videos with friends, coworkers, family, anybody that you know that is into gardening, homesteading, or just getting into it, especially just getting into it. Please share the videos. And I will get this video out there, and I think Chloe's going to be getting the other video out there today, so hopefully. Just checking the time. I might have time. I think I might have time to do another one, so I might actually do another one. But I'm going to get off from here and get this video out, and I will talk to you guys in the next video, be it today or tomorrow. You guys have a good day, and pray for a good day for me too, you guys. I've had a rough couple of days, so thanks, guys, and you guys all have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.